What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today, Greg and I are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be having date night conversations.
One of the most important things we found in our relationship is communication. I think that's the foundation of any relationship. And as much as we know about each other, and you can actually see that in some of our previous videos, these are questions that you wouldn't normally ask just generally to somebody.
It's gonna be interesting because it's like growing with you at another level, because it's like I've never thought about that before, so this will be really interesting to share with you guys.
Yeah. So not only are we asking each other a question for the first time and hearing that response for the first time, so learning about each other, but you guys are getting those responses also. And so it's genuine, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun, guys. All right, let's just get right into the video.
All right, so we just go right. First question.
Yeah, so first question.
Would you rather always have gas or always have bad breath? Weren't expecting that question.
No, not at all. No one has ever asked me that before, and it's a different comparison.
You gotta answer the question.
Well, who goes first?
You do. I ask the question, you answer the next one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Next one you can draw.
First of all, for me, it's most definitely gas. I would much rather have gas, not bad breath. Because I'll tell you why. If I have to pass gas and I know I'm going to do it often, I'll just go to the bathroom at intervals. And those will be the times I go past gas. Bad breath, you always have to talk to people. There's no escaping that. People will always smell that.
Yeah, but what about your gas?
I'll
Do you
take
think
enzymes.
you can hold it for time to try and counter the gas?
Oh yeah, I will take things that will help me just settle.
I'm concerned because if you're just passing gas all the time, see, it says have gas. Would you rather always have gas? And I assume that's what it means. It doesn't say would you always be passing gas. You just have like, feel gassy?
Yes, I would prefer gas at a subtle level. Doesn't have to be like crucial or anything.
But with bad breath, you could always chew gum.
No, you'll get ulcers. And I'm not gonna have ulcers. Like, I do not.
But how uncomfortable would it be to have gas all the time?
I'll take enzymes. That's easier to mask than bad breath. Trying to mask bad breath.
Well, you know it's not for real. And I would not want to have gas all the time. I'd be so uncomfortable all the time. So in all that time that you spent by yourself and you're not dealing with other people, who cares if you have bad breath? At least you don't have to have the discomfort of gas.
Yeah, but if you have bad breath, you might have gingivitis.
It's fixable.
Oh my gosh, no. No. And this is where we're not going to agree.
I would not want the discomfort of gas all the time.
Okay, fair. So if you want to go that route, no problem. That is your prerogative.
And you would be with me anyway?
So gross.
You're the only one that matters.
Gosh. Alright guys, let us know what you guys would pick. It would be really interesting to know. You want to let them know?
Would you rather always have gas or always have bad breath?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Next question.
Next question.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how messy are you to live with?
Oh man. I'm gonna say, wait. Is 1 not messy at all?
Yeah, you're
and 10
pretty
is like
neat.
so messy.
You're pretty, yeah. And 10 is like off the
Like
charts.
1 would be immaculate.
Yeah, I agree.
And 10 is like a hoarder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm gonna say. This is tough. I'm gonna say like a 4.
I think you're like so reasonable.
Really?
Yes.
I think I'm a 4 on the messy scale. Like, I do clean up around the house and I do maintain, but I don't get super clean. But at the same time, I'm gonna leave some clothes on the floor. It's gonna happen. Like, I try and put my stuff away in the washroom and that, but in my bedroom, because it's like my space, it's gonna be a little messier more of the time. Not all the time, and not ridiculously. It's like my pajamas, I just throw them there. And wear them tomorrow.
I agree.
I might have a basket of clothes that haven't been put away, but they're folded. It's there. That puts me at a 4. But I clean, like I might leave dishes in the sink, but I'll clean them later. So,
Yeah.
for the most part, I try and stay on top of it. There, that's my reason for 4.
I think you are like super fair and super honest. I'm gonna say a 4 too. I'm not your average girl that would. I'm not one of those girls that are super organized. Like this has to be here, this has to be here. Always wiping down things like hourly. Like I will clean up at the end of the night, but there's times where I miss like a night or 2 in the week. But I try to always make sure that things are clean. Where the organization,
Interesting.
right? When the organization part comes in, that's a little more complex for me because of the kids. Like the kids, they just, like I have it in a certain order and they come and they disregard that order. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, but that means it's like, how are you messy to live with? You.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you keep your stuff
Oh yeah.
in order.
Sorry. Yeah.
So are the kids messy to live with?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're like up there. They're like 8s or 9s with no direction.
Yeah. I think like if it were like a world with like if it was just you and I, boyfriend, girlfriend, I think things would be pretty neat. Like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it would be pretty good. But for myself, am I taking
We're
too long?
taking way too long.
Oh, okay.
It's, on a scale of 1 to 10, how messy are you to live with? You say a 4. Why are you a 4?
I'm a 4 because I do clean.
But what's messy? What don't you clean?
No, nothing. Like most
What do
things
you
are
leave
clean.
that would be considered messy? Like this could be hair products on the counter.
Oh, like so sometimes like my hair
Hair on
sheds.
the floor.
Yeah, okay. So I give myself a 4 because I do shed a lot of hair and I do hear you complain, and I feel like that's the only thing. Sometimes I'll go literally a day or 2 without cleaning because it's not that much hair on the floor. So I'm like, okay, but I'll do a surface clean, but it builds up. And when it does that, I try to really clean up. Like I wouldn't make it disgusting for you to live with. Like, oh my gosh, like
Right.
pick up your hair.
I think it's fair that it's a thing that I
Yeah.
notice occasionally. It's not like, yeah.
But I think more or less we're the same on that
Okay,
level.
fair.
Okay.
But that was on a scale of 1 to 10, how messy are you to live with?
I'm really sorry about that. Okay, next question.
If people came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Wow, that is thinking deep. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, that's crazy. Like the way my thought process just went, it was off the charts. What label would I be?
Oh, weird. That's a weird question.
Okay. So like I'm having the label of go-getter come to me.
It's not a warning.
A warning label.
What did you think it said?
Label.
If people came with a
Oh my
warning
God.
label, what would yours
Oh,
say?
okay.
Warning label.
Okay. I'm still thinking really deep. Wow, that's really tough.
How much time has gone by?
Yeah.
You need to give me an answer. What does your warning label say? I'm gonna give you one.
Please do.
But I'm not until you give yourself one.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You gotta answer the question.
Paces. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, I would give, okay, independent.
Nope. How's that a warning? This one's independent. Watch out for it.
Would it be picky?
Particular? Maybe. Okay.
I can go with particular too. It's like the same thing.
Particular, picky. Yeah, like you're... Okay, explain.
Because I like things a certain way. And sometimes I have a hard time switching up things, like routine or yeah, it would just be routine. Like, I'm stuck at routine. Like, it has to be this way because I've always done it this way, or I've been brought up with it being done this way, and I have a hard time looking outside of that.
Okay.
Like, almost stuck in my ways type things. But I try not to be. I'm very open at the same time to new ideas and new routines.
Okay.
Please give me a label.
As a warning, mine would be a mood change on a dime.
Wow.
That would be that would be a warning.
Oh, because I'm moody?
No, because it's like if there's a trigger, you can instantly go from being all really positive to instantly upset or disappointed, whatever the situation is regarding whatever.
Oh, like I can flip quick.
Yeah.
Oh man. I really can though. I can totally see myself doing that. I don't know why. Because it just hits me and I take everything to heart. I'll take everything to heart and I just don't let it go. And I'm like, no, I'm stuck on this. This is not fair. I'm upset. Yeah, I can totally see that. That is so fair.
That was the one that came to me as like, I was call a warning. Like, it'd be good to know that about you.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh, okay. And then it's not like it's a serious thing. It's like, talk it out. It's just, okay, my turn.
Absolutely your turn. Yep, your turn.
If you came with a warning label, what would yours say? I think mine falls more to procrastination.
Greg, you're killing this game. And that's all I have to say. And yes, that's procrastination in every way. Like, Greg is so...
Was that what you were thinking?
Yeah. I'm like, okay,
wow,
one thing is, he does everything super slow.
So I said procrastination because of those. It's like, how much of a priority is it right now, and what would I rather be doing?
Yes, that's what your procrastination is totally like. So you'll put us off for a second. Yeah.
That doesn't need to get done right now. I'd much rather be doing this right now.
You're like a deep thinker. It's crazy.
And
it's
I think
so cute,
that's what it is. It's just you're prioritizing in the end, and it's a greater priority to you than it is to me, and that's why it seems like
the delay. Because sometimes I'll like do things and I'm like, okay, no, he should have answered by now. I'm like, Greg, did you answer? You're like, and you're eating and watching TV. And you're like, I don't know. And I'm like, Greg, you do know things. Just listen. That's what we have to deal with sometimes. You tune us out.
Sometimes you guys need to be tuned out.
All right. There.
If people came with a warning label, what would yours say?
All right, guys, that was our first date night conversations. We'd be interested to know what you guys think. Comment down below and let us know what your answers would be to the questions we asked.
Yeah, I found the questions really interesting because it's definitely stuff that we have never asked each other before. We learned something new about each other.
Yeah.
Or at least even that we're on the same page about
Yeah.
a few things. So it would be interesting to hear some of your guys' responses to some of those questions.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.